What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and we are here to show off Mr. Negative from the Cloak and Dagger level and character pack, and he is pretty cool looking, and I have a feeling that he is about to kind of have a really big break in the world of arch nemesis. Spider-Man PS4 is coming out sometime this year, and he is the main antagonist. He is the big bad guy, Peter Parker's big villain of the game, and I think it's going to play a major role in him becoming a mainstay in the Spider-Verse. I really think it has a lot to do with the way he looks, the type of character he is, his split personality. It's the common, classic supervillain type, and I just think it's going to really play well. So Spider-Man PS4 is setting up to be the biggest Spider-Man game of all time, and Mr. Negative is front and center in every aspect of it. So it's pretty cool to see him get an early head start in the video game world via Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 in the Cloak and Dagger level and character pack. And it makes a lot of sense that they used him because he is kind of has the same background story. He gets his powers kind of the same way that Cloak and Dagger do, from the same type of drug and stuff like that. So he looks fantastic. I really think that I'm going to try to make a Mr. Knight costume. I know it's not perfect, but it's as good as you're going to get in making a Mr. Knight costume. I think it's going to be a great custom piece. You know, the white suit, jacket part. All of these pieces are now available in the character customizer, which is fantastic as well. He's got a sword. He does some electric power, and I love the way the bolts look. The black and white. It's just black and white is such a. If you do it right, it's a great color scheme to really kind of work with, and I really feel like they do it well with him. They do a good job of making his powers look really cool. I wish there was a way to replicate it in the customizer. I don't know that there is. My only little complaint is it's hard to get his sword out. Ah, there we go. He switches to his bolts a little bit too fast, so if I had to make one criticism of the way he works versus other characters that have sword powers, I kind of wish that they had made the sword power on the B or the circle, because I'm pressing it right now and he's doing nothing, whereas, he's bolting, and it really just depends on how close he is to something, whether or not he's going to bust out the sword. And obviously replicating
I wonder if the people from
that as far as
have more spacesuits in it.
Like trying to do like a screenshot or something, it's a little awkward. I know that not everybody really thinks the way that I do with screenshots and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's definitely something that's important to me.
I keep getting parking
tickets. I mean, when you look at that sword, it's just so cool.
Conspiring to make some sort of profit from
so of course you would want to, like, I would want to basically assign it to somebody, but I don't think that's an option. So anyway, if we look at his character card, it's going to tell you all about Martin.
Every day's great.
There he is, Mr. Negative. And it is Martin Lee. Originally a member of the Snakeheads gang, the man known as Martin Lee was captured by the Magia crime family and subjected to a chemical called D-Light. As a result, Lee developed superpowers and his personality split into two halves: Martin Lee, who is focused on humanitarian aid, and Mr. Negative, who is dedicated to revenge against the Magia. Free Comic Book Day 2007 Spider-Man as Mr. Negative, first comic appearance. So he's a relatively new character in the last 10 years. And like I said, Spider-Man PS4 is going to be a huge opportunity for this character to kind of break out. Obviously an Asian character, so you know that Marvel is going to want to emphasize him and focus on him to get another, class of character, if you will, for the whole representation thing, which I always think is important. and this is a natural way to do it. You know, make him just a big time villain in the whoa, look at that character. That's funny. The shimmy, that green person, that was weird. Anyway, if you think about the crime verse of New York City, you know, the Daredevils, the Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, all those characters that focus on, like, you know, beat level crime, it's a great character to have in their realm. You know, Hellcat, the many other New York City, you know, crime fighters, Spider-Man, obviously. So it'll be really cool to see him, you know, work into the mix with Red Goblin. Obviously, if you're following the storyline, you know all about
Where's
that.
my personal holographic
You know,
assistant when I need
your Lizard and your Rhino and your Electro and Shocker, all those characters. So always nice for some differentiation.
This whole thing is nearly over.
Pretty cool. So anyway, that is Mr. Negative. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see ya.